This video looks at the matches of Ryuga Tanaka, an 18-year-old from Japan, competing at the World Junior Judo Championships. So Tanaka's judo seems to be a good mix of tachiwaza, newaza, and as we'll see when we get into the final, some very acrobatic defense. So the first round, he won by waza-ari, awasete, ippon. Probably would have had this osai-komi win if the ref hadn't called mate earlier. And now the semi-final kicked off with this huge throw. Ippon was cancelled, but it scored waza-ari. So I haven't included the quarter-final to this one just because it ended on 3 shidos. I don't really like looking at matches that end in shidos. So Georgia sent 2 competitors in this division, so often it's a struggle for Japanese competing internationally to come up against the Georgian style of judo, as it's not something they come up against domestically. But in this match, Ryuga completely dominated, and I don't think there were any near throws by this Georgian. Now that one was given waza-ari, however the waza-ari was cancelled by the video ref and the match would continue. And Tanaka clearly keen to get that one-handed Sode Tsuri Komigoshi again. Wants to get the ippon and get on the highlight reel. I'm pretty sure that waza-ari from earlier already got him on that highlight reel. And I think this was the final attack of the match, and just as he moved into osai-komi on his exhausted opponent, the match was over. And here is a look at his opponent, Terashvili from Georgia. Now Terashvili's 19 and he's already won the Antalya Grand Slam. This was a pretty big step up in competition for Tanaka at this point. Clearly from his performance here, Terashvili is the Georgian number 1 in this category. Terashvili did very well early with this sumi gaishi, which almost scored. This was some of the acrobatic defense I was talking about here, having to cartwheel off the head. It's not a head dive because he's blocked the mat with his hand and forearm. Head dive has to go directly onto the head, as well as being a diving action. Another sumigaishi attempt, another acrobatic defense. So chance here for Tanaka to apply some newaza, but as he goes for the butterfly sweep, the Georgian ends up in top half guard and has the chance to pass guard, but fails to do so. And another little cartwheel to avoid the throw. I always worry about people getting caught with a wakigatame after landing on that one. I think there was something somewhat similar in one of the Japanese girls' matches from this morning. Terashvili, late stage kochi-gari attempt. That almost scored. So Tanaka looking for a one-handed Seo Otoshi. And this is right near the end of golden score. Now, some refs might have given that waza ari, but it was a non-continuous attack, so the referee, as well as the video ref, made the right call on that one. So you can see he restarts his attack after a pause in the action. So now we're in golden score, so any score will win this one. Attempted Uchimata. Tanaka's able to ride it out effectively. And it's Seo Otoshi attempt. So at this stage of the match, it's mostly been Tanaka who's had to defend, but this Ochigari from Tanaka, also extremely close. Probably the closest we've come to waza ari at this point. So I think at this point the tide was starting to shift. The Georgian players have a very power-oriented style, so they can struggle later in the contest. Japanese players with their traditional gripping tend to last a little longer. You can sort of sense the shift in momentum here. But Terashvili wasn't done with attacking. Well, that Sumigaishi was pretty weak. No acrobatics needed to defend that. Tanaka once again looking for that Sode. And Terashvili really getting a bit ambitious, thinking he was going to hold this for Osai Komi. There's no way Tanaka was going to be pinned by that. I know he only needed 10 seconds to score the waza ari, but he really should have been thinking about the defense. So I think in this match, Tanaka showed a superior level of defense. He was able to avoid the big early throws, but when it came to newaza defense, Terashvili was found wanting. So Tanaka, World Junior Judo Champion,